What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Ling, Infestor, Master. In the last episode, I didn't notice at the time, but we actually beat an ex-pro player with Ling Infestor. The last game, you guys might remember it, a very epic game where I got super far ahead and then ended up getting outplayed by like 4 Hellbats and a medevac when I had 150 supply. Yeah, that was actually ex-pro player Bratok, a Russian Terran, but we did manage to win. Today, I want to be doing just as well. Let's begin. First game of the day is against Zerg. All right. Now, was it in the last episode? Yeah, I think it was, where we played against the Roach guy, right? We played him in the Protoss challenge first and then in the Zerg challenge, I believe, where we absolutely owned him, to be honest, but we still lost the mass Roaches with mass Lings. So we might have to make a couple adjustments, but that's okay. I guess that is one of the things I'm good at, so hopefully we can actually bring that to fruition. It's actually pretty cool having to make adjustments. Well, you can only make 2 units. I didn't even really consider that, you know, part of the challenge so cool, because adapting in itself is a very important skill in StarCraft, but doing it while you're only allowed to make 2 units, that's like a couple dimensions harder, so I guess we'll see. So I guess the biggest mistake that we've made in the past for ZVZs, which, yeah, I mean, took us a while to learn that it was actually a mistake, but is that you need to learn that Lings literally can't beat Roaches. And I don't mean if the game is even, you lose. No, like even if you're leagues ahead and the game is going perfect, you lose. So I guess we need to throw every kind of idea where we fight against Roaches out of the window. The small exception for this is just early game. Maybe we can find a rule where that's the case. I feel like if there is, I want to say like 12 or more Roaches, then you cannot fight anymore. So maybe if there's like an early attack with like 10 Roaches, if you have a lot of Lings, we can still consider the fight. If it's more than 12 Roaches, I think we always just keep adding spines over time and just go for like mass Ling drops and run-bys and literally counterattack with 100 Zerglings if I have to, as long as I don't fight the Roaches head-on, because we know that it just doesn't work. Now, ZVZs can get a little crazy early on, so I mean, we're not even at that stage yet at all, but since that is the place where we have struggled the most, or I guess in general is probably the most challenging thing for ZVZ. I kind of thought it was going to be Ling-Bailing wars early on, but I guess not. Now, is this a 12 pool, or what kind of build is this? You know, my ZVZ timings are not exactly expert level, but this is not a very fast hatchery, you could say. I feel like those have to be the next Lings already, right? I don't see the other Lings though. Like, is this I guess I'll make a spine. I actually don't, like, this is where my ZVZ expertise is gonna fail me a little bit, because I actually have no idea. Like, this just looks weird. I don't know what it is, but it looks really weird. Is this gonna be like a massive Ling flood, or like, I actually don't know. I straight up have no idea. I'm gonna run by with these Lings, just so I can actually get some info here. Now, he sees that I am making a lot of Lings. I'm gonna check the corners of the map just in case. Like, I don't know if this is part of some new legendary hidden expand build that was figured out. So I guess we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna finally kill the last Ling, I think. At least we should be able to. And then let's see what we can find here. He's making a spine himself? Why? Huh? That's... What? Why are you the one making a spine? So he has an Evo chamber, which means that he's gonna get Ling upgrades before me, which is crazy because I'm the Ling upgrade guy. I guess what he's gonna do is he's gonna spam Lings at some point like crazy. And we're gonna have to have enough Lings. So I need to stop making drones at the perfect time. When that is, I actually don't know yet, but I guess we're gonna find out soon. His build does feel very cool. Like, I really don't think that's really that great of a build that he's doing, but it does feel pretty cool. Totally feels like something that I could try and copy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to go for some of the drones here. 1 drone killed already is very nice. I have 8 drones on my natural, and after that kill, he has 2. I'm gonna go for a melee attack, actually. I went for armor first, but I decided to go for attack instead. I guess I'll just be spamming Zerglings. I guess I didn't end up scouting the corners of the map, actually, so I'll do that again. Imagine if I would at some point lose to my actual own build. Like in the Proxy Hatch series, if you guys remember, Proxy Hatch Grandmaster, I had a bunch of games where I literally just took a hatchery in the corner of the map. We're gonna kill that one, I think. And then I would go for upgraded Zerglings because that was my vibe. We're gonna kill 2 drones, I believe. Let's see, should be able to kill that one. That is another 2 drones dead, which is very, very nice. Now, I'm afraid that I can never really expand because his upgrades are gonna be faster. I know that 35 drones is a very good count for me. That's gonna saturate my 1 gas. So I should probably go up to 37. He's going to try to wall off, which is not going to work in time, actually. It's kind of surprising that he even tried that. I think we're just going to try to go for the drones every time here. Let's see, maybe I can kill that one too. There's going to be another drone dead, and then I can take my base behind it. If I get a lair, I think I'm going to get the lair now. Then I'm going to be able to make an overseer and scout. Because of this whole position, wait, he actually moved out of the way. I didn't realize. He moved out of the way. He has a lair too. I'm in the guy. This guy's build is it's overcooked. Okay, that's the best way I can explain it. It's not undercooked. It is not properly cooked. It's actually overcooked as hell. Like, he actually burned the entire kitchen. Now I'm trying to think of this meal because it is not... I really don't think this one is it, to be honest. I feel like he's doing a 10 times worse version of my build. He had less links and less drones and just less everything in general, basically. Now, I do need to be very careful because I've been making drones and I really shouldn't have been making drones. Can I sneak by? I want my one drone. Actually, I can kill 2 drones with this. No, I didn't get the last one on 4. Yeah, I definitely made too many drones here. I'm going to make a hatchery here to wall it off, and then I'll use my Evo chamber as well. If I was him... Okay, so he's going to finish that, huh? I didn't actually see a spire. I don't even know what to say about this, honestly. Like, he's sitting on 2 bays. Well, I killed all of his drones. Like, I actually don't know. Should I make infestors now, or like, what do I build? Is this going to be a roach nidus? I think if we're smart, I listen to my own advice and we just start making spines because he has a roach farm. That's like... That is the smartest thing that I can do right now. I mean, I'm going to make a couple spines in here. Because he could go for like the roach nidus, and then I don't want to fight it with just my zerglings, basically. But yeah, this is pretty fascinating. I got my overseer now. Let me actually make sure to scout with that, of course. I think I want to make... Either my queens or lings. He's not getting upgrades. He has a couple of roaches. I think I can make... Oh no. Guys, I literally just started my wave of drones because it didn't look like he was going to attack me in it, I assume. God bless that I had these spine crawlers over here. I'm going to try burrowing those right away, grab every single queen that I have. And this is still not that many roaches, so I can still get a decent surround. A surround in range of my spine crawler. That is so nice. This one is going to burrow in range as well. Like, these lings, as you can see, they're actually losing the fight. But because the spine crawlers are popping up so hard at the same time, it's actually going to work out. I'm going to surround him one more time so that one spine is going to pop off. I'm actually going to move these closer as well. This is definitely a little risky. God, I hope. Let's see. I have 21 drones left, which is really not fantastic, but we are going to defend this in the end. And I think that we have honestly once again lost to roaches. And oh God, I can't believe it. We're actually going to lose to the roaches one more time. He's going to try and deny this. Okay, I think we need to be careful a little bit because I actually have 2-2 upgrades about to come in, or 2-1 upgrades rather. He does have 1-1 upgrades as well. Guys, I literally think we're about to lose to the worst build I've ever seen because oh God. Because of that one wave of drones that I built. That is so insane. Literally, that one wave of drones actually freaking messed me up. I have 23 drones. My 2-1 upgrades are about to kick in, and my 2-1 upgrades are going to be so meaningful, but I really want to wait until I actually have those. These are getting low HP. I think he's going to target the spine crawler. It doesn't look like it so far, but we are getting a pretty decent surround here. 2-1 upgrades, like at least the +2 attack didn't kick in, but the +1 armor did. And alright, we're still alive. I can definitely stop mining from this gas at this point, I'm pretty sure. Let's pull all of these back. Don't want to lose these roaches for free, so I have to be careful. Don't want to waste any zergling that I can. Literally not a single one. He's going to leave his queens alone, so these queens are going to die here, which is really nice. Those queens might have transfuses. I'm going to catch every single reinforcement roach. Keep in mind, the +2 melee is going to be super strong against these roaches. Maybe I can actually kill this nidus. If I get the nidus down, that would be absolutely beautiful. Let's see, the nidus falls, which means I then should be able to kill all of those roaches without too much trouble over here with the +2 melee attack. The +2 melee is incredibly strong. There we go. We're going to take care of that. And now I just have to make a lot of drones. Guys, we're definitely losing this game, but I really don't want to. Like, more than any other game we've played at all recently, I do not want to lose this game, but I think we are, sadly. I'm going to burrow this spine in range if he wants to... actually, it's really nice that he Knight is there for me, because I feel like he could be doing better things with that. We're going to kill one roach for free, which is nice. He has a couple of... Actually, I could probably kill these. Like, this is a little questionable by him to still send... He's sending small roach across the map. I don't think I'm going to get a good surround here, but... actually, I think this is barely not enough right now. I don't want to lose my momentum here by losing these roaches, or whatever momentum I had, to be honest. If he has a third base, I don't know why he... On the lair? Really? I don't know why, but cool, I guess. Okay, so I got back up to 31 drones. That is quite nice. It kind of feels like he's going to try to knight us somewhere else. I actually got resaturated, which is freaking crazy. Somehow I managed to resaturate my bases. Now, what's scary for me is that he could have gone for Mutas already at this point, which means I would have to make a Spire. I still do not want to fight against those roaches at all, of course. Let me try to actually send this Overseer across the map. Now, that spine is very nice, I have to say. This mine is definitely helping us out significantly. Let's see. It is a decent amount of roaches, but it's also not crazy. Sadly, that Contaminate actually did a lot of work. And now I'm just going to try... Oh, we barely didn't get the surround in time. Actually, my links somehow got through there, which is quite fascinating. I don't know how they got through, but they did. The +2 attack really helping out absolutely freaking massively here. Let me make sure to inject as well. He's going to lose this roach. This is actually giving me hope that he... did not go for the Spire. I'm gonna start more Queens, because Queens are the only thing that I can really build against the Mutas. He's contaminating my Evo chamber that wasn't building anything. Like, I really feel like this guy is overcooking so freaking hard. Like, still, my opinion has not changed of his build at all. I really think that we might be facing a Spire, to be honest. Like, I'm so scared of the Spire. I guess to deny that, he still has a lot of roaches at home. I could go for the Infestation Pit, right? But, I really think Queens is probably just the best option. I'll just keep making a lot of Queens defensively. Like, are Infestors really going to help here? Probably not, right? Now, I still only have 30 drones. I really should be making more drones than this, but right now I just can't. Let's see. I could make... you know, I'll get +2 attack. Or +2 armor, rather, because why the hell not? I could make a couple spores. I'm going to start a Creep Tumor. I do have 5 queens. I'm going to get 8 queens soon. Let's see. Okay, he has +2 attack now, which means that... Actually, the armor upgrades aren't going to matter anymore. So I think right now we go for the Infestation Pit, and I start making more spines. I feel like that is absolutely the play. I'm going to get a couple Lings over here, and I just need to make sure that I patrol all the close Nidus spots pretty much. I think that's all I can do. And then I just make a lot of Zerglings, and hopefully I can hit like a really strong counter attack at some point. I really think I can't do much more than that. Make a lot of Spine Crawlers over here. There we go. Make sure to inject the homies, because that is very important. I'm going to send the queens to the front for the transfuses and stuff. Like, I just have so few drones, it's actually kind of gross. But my opponent is going to mine out at some point. I don't know if that point is anytime soon, but he is going to mine out at some point. Let's see, is he killing his wall yet? He's not killing his wall. Wait, he actually... I let him get the Nidus up. That is... I think I have to fight right away, actually. I know normally we wouldn't do this, but he's going to get more and more roaches out. And I do think we actually have to fight right away. It's the only way I can ever take a decent fight. And he's going to go back inside. Okay, thank goodness. We actually... I spotted it really late somehow. But we managed to deny it anyway, which is really good. I still have all of those queens. I'm actually mining for my third base now, which is absolutely massive. And let's see. I think I need to keep going with the scouts on the map for the Niduses. I feel like it's the best thing I can do. Oh, I forgot that I rebound my patrol key. I was trying to patrol, but I was failing all the time. You guys are wondering why my movement was so weird there. Let's see. This base is almost saturated. I'm actually going to go for the hive, which I know sounds really insane, but... I mean, I have to do something, right? Okay, so it seems like he's just going to go across the map now straight. I'm going to burrow one spine over here. I think I'm actually going to counterattack with the Lings, honestly. I'm going to start one Infestor, and I'm going to counterattack with the rest of these Lings because I simply cannot do much more than that. I'm going to pull my drones as well to fight this, and I'm just going to send all of my Lings across the map. Let's get some transfuses in here. These transfuses are going to help a lot. Let's see. I should be able to break through this pretty fast with the upgrades. Now, what can I do behind this? I think we're just going to rally my stuff to different places. Let me make sure to kill the spine. And now, oh, I'm barely not in. Oh, this is just, I think, barely too inefficient, to be honest. I guess we're going to see. So now I'm finally going to get in. That is exactly what I need. I'm going to move these spines a little closer. Try to bait him with these Zerglings. And this looks like a fight I can take. I'm going to get a fungal on those. My Lings are inside, but I do really have to get the wrap around here fully. The roaches are not together anymore, guys. The roaches are all fighting separate. The roaches in the bottom there are actually losing out to those 2 spine crawlers, which is freaking awesome. I have a couple more Lings here. His entire base is going to die here. I think... Oh, okay. Thank God. I barely canceled it in time. Oh my goodness, that was so freaking close. I barely got the cancel there in time. I am going to get the wraparound on these roaches, but I think I actually barely don't have enough roaches here, or enough Zerglings rather. Let's see. I have 0 drones. No. We're still going to lose out, guys. I canceled that 1 Ling so I could make 1 drone. We are actually still going to lose out on this game. I cannot freaking believe it, man. This is just brutal. This is absolutely freaking brutal. I have 1 drone. I like how he's trying to burrow that under my overseer. Guess I've made that mistake before myself, so can I really judge the man? Probably not. Just gonna make sure. He burrowed something here, right? I think, yeah, he burrowed 1 of these. I can barely not kill these roaches, I think, so I have to be careful. And we have lost the match 1 more time. And this one, I mean, yeah, what can I really say? I don't think I really want to say anything. My opponent, and I still agree with this. I'm not gonna say I was wrong because I wasn't. My opponent did the worst build ever. And we lost to it. So what can I really say? That is just on me. I know roaches are good against Zerglings, but this one we really should have won. I mean, he did a 23 drone Nidus here, guys. He did a 23 drone Nidus. That is not actually a typical build order. I feel like even an early Nidus is gonna have like 30 drones. So I made 1 more. Literally, I made 1 wave of drones just as I heard that. Like the freaking Nidus come on my main, and I was like, no. And I tried so hard that I did my best, and we lost to this. This is my most embarrassing loss in a very long time. I'm not gonna let it demotivate me though, or maybe a little bit, but I'll get back on top. Let's go to game number 2. All right, guys. Oh no, it's the same guy. I was gonna say the redemption arc begins now, and now it truly begins. If I lose this one again, we are retiring from YouTube, guys. I'll become a. You know what? I'll switch to They Are Billions permanently. If you guys have checked out my second channel or my stream, you would have seen I started playing that. I'm having a great time. If I lose to this build 1 more time, I think I'm gonna make the switch fully over, because that would just be just slightly too devastating. All right, I do have to say, let's say one thing, okay? The least devastating part out of all of this is that theoretically his style is the worst thing we could play against. It's just that the way he did the build was just so terrible, and I feel kind of bad for being so harsh on him, but it really was. I feel like if he wants to play like that, he could look at any build ever, and it would be a better timing attack than that one. So if he wants to play like that, like this style, that's completely fine, but please do a better build so the next time you destroy me, I won't feel as bad. It's like putting salt in the wound, you know? I feel like everyone... okay, I'll compare it to this. Everyone that has played StarCraft has lost to a Protoss player that appeared as if they didn't have hands, you know? Like, they just A-move their entire army. Whenever they micro, it's like negative micro, and you still lose. I feel like that build hurt me so deep that that's kind of what it felt like, okay? So I think that's maybe a little more relatable for you guys for the latter action. But all right, if he's gonna play like that again, well, not the start. I feel like the evolution chamber start, I don't care about that. That's completely fine. Like, he had good upgrades, but honestly, so did I, right? Like, it's fine. But the Roach Nidus stuff, that's actually very scary, because the thing is, if they go for the Roach Nidus, that means that I can't just put spines on the front and be safe. It means I need spines here and kind of here, because you can walk around and maybe in the back of my... It's a nightmare, right? So Roach Nidus really is not something I want to play against again. If he even seems to be doing it, I think I'll literally make mass links on, like... I'll stop mining... Okay, how about this? I'll stop mining freaking gas, and I swear I'll make mass links on 24 drones instead of the usual 35. Is it the same thing? No. Wait, it is the same thing, right? Is he gonna do the same build again? There's no way. No, guys, he's gonna make me cry. You better look away. This is gonna be ugly. Please, God. Not here. Not again. I can't face this again, guys. This would be the end of my how do I say this? My mental sanity. My mental sanity would end right here on the spot if I lose to this thing again. God. Okay, well, at least it seems like that's what he's gonna go for. I am gonna go for the scout because I just want to make sure there should be an evolution chamber here. If he's... Yeah, exactly. Evolution chamber is there. His links are killed. He has a lot of gas. Yeah, okay. I mean, this is clearly just the same thing. If he was gonna go for a link flood... Okay, I'll say that if he's gonna go for a link flood off of this, that would be like the only way he could have made his build worse, because he has mined 400 gas. If he's gonna go for a link flood from 400 gas, I will actually cry. Even if I win. Like, it's just... I can't handle this stuff anymore, guys. Okay, so... Most likely, this is going to be the exact same build. I don't think he wanted to start his lair in front of me, but this... I mean, it just has to be the same thing. So let's see. I guess the moment I see the lair, I can already... maybe the moment I see the roach warren. He's making a spine again? No! Stop it. Do something better, please. Okay, second gas. I mean, yeah, this is clearly just going to be the same thing. Like, super clearly. The thing that catches me off a little bit here... Okay, 35 drones. I'm going to do it anyway. You might call me crazy, but I think the last time the last game, literally, I lost to this. I'm pretty sure wait, he has link speed a little faster. I'm pretty sure I made like 40 drones or something crazy. He just has nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. Guys, how did I lose to this? I think I'm never going to get over this at this rate, to be honest. Actually, let me see if he mined out the rocks. I think he's expecting some kind of ultra link flood, but this is really what it is. I didn't make anything more than this. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make another hatchery, and this is not like to be greedy. This is just so I have more larvae, because I don't think I can spend all my money at this point. I mean, he has a spine over here. I guess the Nidus is gonna fall very shortly. He has +1 armor. Like, his build is actually pretty freaking absurd. The reason, by the way, if you're wondering why he just doesn't seem to have anything, that's because he went for the fastest Evo ever, and he's already working on his second upgrade. Like, literally, he's already working on his second upgrade. Now, the thing is, I'm still going to be scared of the freaking Mutas, because I don't have any anti-air at all. I still can't imagine that he would possibly go for Mutas here, but yeah, who knows. I'm really just going to spam links like crazy. I'm going to patrol some links over there. I guess his lair at this point is already pretty advanced. Could it potentially... like, I do think he had slightly more gas mine than the last time. It's kind of funny. I feel like at this point, he's actually making a really thick wall. At this point, I am more focused on just not losing to the same thing rather than winning the game. Like, realistically here, I feel like I should make some more queens and stuff, but I really am just making links like an absolute baboon. I think I could make one spine at the front and one spine over here. I think that sounds pretty reasonable. Okay, I'm just gonna start patrolling for that. Do I make... God, if I make queen... like, you guys know how much I think and how much realistically roaches own the freaking zerglings, right? I don't want to risk making queens and losing to that, but right now, I feel like if I was smart, I would be making anti-air and stuff, you know? But this guy just threw all of my brain cells out of the window. Okay, so there's an overseer over here. There hasn't been a Nidus yet. Let's see if there's any roaches. I haven't seen any roaches, actually. He is making roach speed, however. God, I guess we are going to start another set of queens. Probably, yeah, not too many, though. If I have 6 queens, we should be good enough. Right? I feel like 6 queens should be good enough. Do I have vision? I have vision. Actually, not here. I guess I could send a couple more links over here. I'm just going to keep making links. Like, there's no way it's going to happen to me again. Okay, so there's a Nidus. I have to imagine it's down here. That's what it sounded like, right? Let's see. Do I move my spines? I guess I can move this one a little bit. He could have actually pulled out a couple drones. Yeah, exactly. That's what he did. He put a couple drones. I have 1,000,000 zerglings. And my opponent, knowing him, has absolutely 0 drones and a half, potentially. See, I'm just going to inject my hatcheries as many times as I can. I could probably catch these roaches right away. Yeah, this is a pretty nice start. He's still going to try to Nidus somewhere else, I think. So where's the rest of the stuff? Oh, he's just walking those across now. Okay. Should I move the girls back? Or, dude, I have so many... it's actually absurd how many zerglings I have. I have like 150... it is probably... no, he doesn't have anything at the watchtower. I have 150 zerglings right now. He's going to counterattack with his zerglings. Is he actually going to go for a Mutas this time? He killed his wall, right? Let's see. He killed his wall. I'm actually tempted to go for this. Oh, I barely don't fit. That's unfortunate because there's actually not that many units here. Like, I know the roaches are so good against the zerglings, but there's not really a lot of units here. So it kind of feels like he went for a counterattack of some sort, or if he's actually going for Mutas this time. He's still just on 2 bases, so I'm just going to keep injecting my stuff. We finally got the queen. I'm going to get the wrap around now. He's only now making drones to saturate his next base. I'm still just waiting for his next move. Like, I feel this guy just gives Nemesis vibes, you know? I can't imagine that we're actually gonna beat this guy. So I'm just looking like, what's going on? Like, what does he have? I'm gonna hold position these links in the mineral line. He did actually not... oh, yeah, he got the road gear for the roaches, right? So we actually kill all of the drones. He doesn't have any units left here. I feel like there has to be a Spire at play here. No GG, because his build was obviously way better than mine. And oh my god. Guys, seriously. How did I ever lose to this? I really, it's insane. It's actually insane. Oh well, we got our revenge. It doesn't feel as sweet as I thought it would because I literally just made links and killed them, and that was all I had to do. How many drones did he have this time? I want to see. Was it like 22 drones again or something, or like what was actually going on here? Oh, he did make 35. So this time he tried to go for like a fake Nidus or something. And look at the supply here. Oh my goodness. I think I just want to forget this ever happened. Let's go and play a final game. All right, the final game is against RAR, a 5-1 Grandmaster Terran. Oh my, I feel like legit, those two ZVZs actually fried my freaking brain. Like, recently, I've had some StarCraft sessions where I play like 15 games in a day or so. But those two ZVZs alone lasting about 23 minutes total, like my brain cells are actually just not active anymore. God. Okay, let's see. We're playing as a Terran. How are we gonna beat the Terran? I'm actually not quite sure. This is normally. By the way, I have a really cool build on this map for ZVT. The Overlord Queen Ling drop all in. It's actually an awesome build, really good against Terran, but I'm not allowed to attack with my queens, so I actually can't really do that, unfortunately. Yeah, the problem is normally I like this map. This challenge, I don't, because I can only make Zerglings, which means, and Infestors, of course, which means that my play is way more suited for, first of all, big maps, because Zerglings are fast. They can run over the entire map better than any other unit. And it gives me time to get Infestors and my Adrenal Glands upgrades done, stuff like that, right? But on a small map, you're way more likely to just get pushed super early and die if you don't have the right units. Like, this is a map where you could, for example, consider playing Roaches, because Roaches are really good against pushes. Other hand, I guess something like Hydras would also be quite nice. Something like Mutas and Mass Ling Bane, like the very, I guess, late game, or not late game, just like, I guess macro game on big map styles. Those are not really going to work here very well, and my style does counter that. I could try to engineer my build perfectly to counter whatever he's doing, rather than play like an optimal ZVT style like we've been trying to do recently, and kind of having some good success at as well. I think maybe I should try to see when he's going to push and just make sure I have the max amount of Infestors ready for that push. Try to fungal it, crush it right away, and get a game-winning lead that way. Now, getting a game-winning lead is very hard, as you guys probably could have, told by that last episode where I brought my opponent down to having absolutely no workers and still almost losing because... Yeah, who could have guessed that only Zerglings are actually not that great of a unit composition? It's shocking, I know, but that is what happened. Now, let's see. Oh, I don't have my Overlord far enough out on the map, so I can't see exactly where that Reaper is going to go. If the Reaper... like, the SCV is probably over here blocking this base, which means... Okay, we're going to be able to sneak by. That is nice. Because we're just going to defend this with our queens. I'm not in a hurry to expand at all, so that should be completely fine. That's going to take some damage. He's going to try to do as much damage to this as possible. Actually, quite a surprise. He's going up into the main base. He's going to make sure he takes another little bit of damage there. Gonna start 2 more queens, and then I'm gonna make my Zergling speed. I'm not really in a rush to take my next base yet. I guess I'll take that soon. Zerglings are gonna show up here. If my RNG is good, I will be able to take down this SCV. Or, yeah, scare it away before that finishes. Now, I just want to make sure he doesn't finish the command center too early. You can tell that he put that SCV to work on it. This is going to be delayed even further, which is really nice. And now I'm going to run away. Reaper is here. That's also not that bad for me. That is going to give me the space to put down my third hatchery. I feel like ever since I started, like, playing the same amount of each race, I mess up the terms so much. Like, I always call my Marine Zerglings and blah, 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 blah. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I said I was going to make a third CC earlier or whatever. Like, stuff like that is just... like, it's going to happen to me every time. I do feel like I want to scout with my Overlord. It also will... I won't have that amazing spot anymore. Oh, I should be able to kill this Reaper now, I think. If I micro my units correctly, which is not always a given these days, I should be able to kill that, I think. Let's see. Okay, I think he's barely gonna escape here. Yeah, he's barely gonna escape. No, that queen! Oh, I think that queen, if it wasn't stupid, it would have killed it. I guess you could insinuate that it was my fault. That it didn't walk the right way. I feel like that would be a crazy thing to insinuate, but it's possible. Let's see, I'm gonna try to spread. This creep spreading is a little crazy. He's playing on 2 bases right now. A 2-base opening is not super common these days, so that is slightly surprising. I mean, if he's actually gonna go for the Banshees, I should be able to deal with that by just making more queens. Like, I don't think it's actually that much of a trouble. He could try to run by. Okay, I think we got a really good move here. I think if I read him correctly, he's going to go down here now, try to deny the creep here. And I'm going to be able to run very far forward. I do have transfuses here, by the way, so I'm not going to lose those queens. And here come a lot of Zerglings. Can we get us around on the Hellions? Barely not. I'm just going to split a couple of Zerglings off. And this is going to do a very significant amount of damage. I'm going to start my spores now in case of the Banshees popping off. I'm going to get a surround. Barely not on those, unfortunately. Guess I'll just kill the Marines and then I'll try to get in here. Maybe target down a couple SCVs would be nice. Let me move a couple of drones over here. I want one spore in between my bases, just so my queens have detection at all times. And then I want one in each base so they can't kill my workers. This could be very difficult what I'm doing here. I'm making a lot of units. I have 5 queens up, but this could definitely be a difficult hold. I'm going to get a 6th queen, which is really nice. You could totally be going for Hellbats, by the way. Like, that is actually a possibility for sure. Let's see, I haven't seen the queen yet. If there's a command center... No, there's no command center yet. This is massive. Okay, very, very good. I saw a cloaked banshee over here somewhere. I don't know where it went, but I saw the shimmer of the units. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, almost. Oh, that would have been so nice if I could actually have gotten in there. Now, it seems like he's coming back with the Hellions. Maybe not yet, because I haven't actually seen anything yet. Or if I can kill that mule, that would be nice. Okay, so he's still around there with the Hellions, surprisingly. I mean, he's going to lose a lot of depots here. He's actually using his Banshees to defend, which is quite unusual. These are going to be able to do a decent amount of damage to the Hellions. I haven't injected properly in a while, but that makes sense, because I've been, expecting the attack at the front all this time. Let's see if I can do some damage to the wall. Barely not. I do have a lot of links that I can... I guess I'll just run by again. Like, he's doing so much ridiculous damage that I'll just try to run by again. His Hellions appear to be somewhere at the bottom here, exactly. And I'll just do the exact same move. Let's see. Okay, he did finish the wall now, but he didn't actually repair this depot. This depot is going to fall fast enough, I believe. Yeah, the depot does fall. I'm going to get a surround on 2 of those Hellions instantly, which is really nice. And then I'm going to send a couple of these to start attacking the workers. He's making an armory. And it seems like that is going to be for kind of like a desperate Hellbat attack that he has to do. Which means I just need to have all my queens at the front. And I'm going to do the exact same attack again, to be honest. Like, I'm just going to keep doing that forever. The Hellbats are going to hit pretty hard. He does have a decent... But keep in mind, I actually just killed 2 Hellions, right? Don't forget about that. I did just kill 2 Hellions, which is really nice. I'm going to do the exact same attack again. His Banshees are gone again. Oh, I really don't want to lose any queens right now, for sure. And we're going to get into the main base. Or not into the main... Wait, actually, we can't get... No, barely can't get into the main base, unfortunately. I guess at this point, I'll actually make a couple drones, because now I don't really have to do run-bys anymore. If I had Burrow here, this would be really freaking nice, but sadly I don't. I guess I'll target down those depots as well. And then I'll start getting a couple of Infestors out. Let's see if I can kill this depot as well. There's going to be more Hellions. I feel like he thinks he's doing a lot of damage, but he's not actually doing a lot of damage here. Let's see. Gonna get some body blocking on those. Like, I have a fully saturated natural, and I still have 9 drones here, so don't really have anything to worry about. I started a couple of Infestors. I don't know how many I started exactly. Or at least I think I started some Infestors. Hope that's actually the case. I'm going to make 1 wave of drones, which is probably a little crazy considering my economic advantage here. But you guys know me. Now I'm going to send these links across the map. See if I can find a potential hidden base. Because to be honest, he has been taking the damage a little bit easily. I wouldn't be surprised if he was mining from the 3rd base all that time, for example. Like, that actually wouldn't surprise me. Gonna get Burrow now. I feel like Burrow is gonna be a good idea. This base is gonna be... This is so nice about playing Zerg. You notice how this base had, like, no workers on it recently, and now it's just absolutely decked out with workers right away. Yeah, that is the big advantage of playing Zerg. He's gonna be here with his Banshees. I should be able to deny those pretty easily. If I can get even 1 fungal, that would be so nice. 1 fungal would actually pop the frick off here for sure. Let's see. Gonna get an... Oh, that's a really good fungal. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that is thick. And he's gonna stay around too. I'm gonna make sure to fungal the other Banshees. Those Banshees are gonna... Wait, I think he didn't even kill a freaking Infestor here. Did he? I don't know. Did he just put 2 scans there? I don't know why. Is that a give up scan? Or what is that exactly? I don't even know. Like, he knows I had the 3rd base, right? I'm not quite sure what the scans are for, to be honest. Now I'm gonna get Neural just in case he's gonna go up for a higher tech. Like, I killed his Banshees already, but he could always be going for... Oh, okay, so it is mech. We have seen mech before, guys. I know I sound crazy if I say this, but I think this might not even be the biggest advantage we've had in a game that was really hard. Like, the last game... I think might have actually been, or the last ZBT of the last episode, I mean, might have been a better position than this, because here he actually had the main base full of workers. In that game, I actually killed every single worker. Now I'm going to go up for my hive. I just need to make sure I have enough infestors to neural the Thors. And yeah, as we have seen before, neural the Hellbats as well, because apparently that's a play that we're going to make. I'm gonna make sure to do as much damage to that Viking as possible through a little bit of micro. Try to run by with this again. I haven't had the Zergling upgrades all this time because I was so focused on, I guess, dealing with Hellbats the best way I know how. He's gonna lose this Viking as well. This guy is actually having a bit of a nightmare game, honestly, like he really is. Let's see. I'm gonna attack, right? Oh, he actually scanned. I don't know why he scanned, but maybe he's aware that Burrow could be a play with the Infestors. Oh, that does make a lot of sense, actually. Maybe that's what he was going to go for, just trying to scan in case of infestors. Just going to do a lot of injects on each hatchery. Try to saturate this one as fast as possible. Get all the gases as well. And then I'm going to start doing a decent amount of drops. So what I was going to say is that I am not sure if I should neural the Thors or the Hellbats. That's actually one of the dumbest things I've ever said. But, like, you guys know what I mean, right? Like, the Hellbats are really what's going to mess us up here. Let's see. I'm actually going to neural the Hellbats instead. Yeah, I'm going to get the Hellbats here because the Ling should deal with those units way better than the rest. I did have... Yeah, look. It actually freaking worked. The Lings are going to... Well, let me neural that real fast. The Lings are going to take care of the Thors and the tanks. But the Hellbats would have killed all of my Lings instead. So that was actually a pretty decent initial trade there. Now, I think my next move should definitely be to go for a big Ling drop in the main. Like, keep in mind, we killed his Vikings, right? So he's not going to have any decent amount of anti-air. Like, you're going to have the Thor. I think the Thor barely survived, right? Yeah, I probably should have killed the Thor for that reason. Like, the truth is, I don't mind the Thors at all. Like, I've played Thors against Zerg a lot. And I know that Thors are just kind of terrible against infestors. Like, it's just absolutely horrible, actually, right? So, actually, well, this is actually a cool move. Look at this. I'm gonna burrow Links around his base so I get, like, perfect vision of drops and stuff. That is a cool move that I forget about sometimes. I can also block bases with them and stuff, right? Exactly. Here we go. It is kind of hard to select them one by one, I feel like. Maybe I should have brought so many. So he's definitely going to go for a little bit of an attack on the bottom. Yeah, but he has Blue Flame Hellions, which are going to be pretty strong against mine. He also has... Do I have upgrades yet? Oh, I do have a couple upgrades. Get you burrowed there as well. And then I'll just go for a big surround on these Hellions. Should be able to kill them pretty easily. Looks like the other Hellions went to the bottom side. Going to be able to catch those slightly later, but that's okay. Gonna make a hatchery here as well. Here are those Hellions. Found those pretty easily. And now I think my plan is pretty simple. We're gonna do a really big Ling drop in the main. Oh, I haven't actually started Adrenal Gland. I forgot I made my hive so early. Let's get Adrenal Glands. That is probably not gonna finish by the time I get my Ling drops into the main. Let's see, how long does that take? Yeah, oh, 93 seconds. No, that's definitely not gonna finish in time. But that's okay. We'll have it ready for the next move. I just don't want to give him too much freedom, you know? Like, I feel like if the opponent gets too much freedom, then... Yeah, we might actually end up playing as... He also has Liberators. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to make something happen pretty soon, right? Like, I know we got really far ahead from the start. I think we played that pretty much perfectly. But... Well, I mean, he has Liberators. And Liberators are a unit that we haven't been able to deal with successfully yet. Like, Neurals... The Infestors, I think... How much HP does an Infestor have? I think if he gets max upgrades on the Liberators, they will literally one-shot the Infestors. Like, no exaggeration. Like, I think it's actually a one-shot. So, this is going to be a very important move here already. I think it'd actually be nice for me to take some of his bases. So, he's making turrets now. Those turrets are slightly too late. Now, sadly for us, this is going to be pretty easy to deal with. A Thor drop, really. That's actually a very interesting move against someone who has Neurals, because... I can just... Well, I can't take him with these, unfortunately. His entire main base is actually dead already. That is quite nice. Let's see. Gonna target down these Medivacs. I'm gonna be able to kill at least one of these Medivacs. He's trying to target down the hatchery, but he's actually not gonna get it. He's so focused on defending his main base that he actually lost... He's gonna lose the Medivacs too. Oh my goodness. That was a very painful moment for the opponent. Just gonna put these in the Overlords and then just start a million Zerglings again. And honestly, I might as well go for the same move. I don't even think that I have to go for any kind of a finishing blow here at all. Oh, this is a full wall. I didn't actually realize that was a full wall. Guess I'll just take over every single unit that I can. These are going to do a decent job against his own tanks and stuff. I'm actually going to siege that on him. But like that is nothing. Look at that Liberator. That Liberator could actually pop off, though I do need to be careful now. Let's make sure to run away. That is a missed fungal, which is kind of embarrassing because it's almost instant, to be honest. I just wanted to make sure that he doesn't chase me too easily, that's why. He's gonna run by with a couple more Hellions. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna get that one with the fungal. These ones I'm gonna retreat with for now. I have, was that 75? 65 drones, okay. I'm just gonna do the exact same move into the main base again. I guess I'll saturate this base as well right away. Gonna get these in here. I feel like these Ling drops are just the MVP of this entire series, to be honest. Like, without Ling drops, I don't think we would actually be that much. Like, okay, he has 2 Vikings. Yeah, one of these is gonna die, but whatever, right? It's also not the biggest deal ever. Just need to make sure I get a lot of damage done over here. He is gonna morph Hellbats. He has 2 Liberators over here. I guess I'll just try to do as much damage as I possibly can. With a lot of these Ling drops. Like, my opponent's still on just a couple bases, so I feel like I can actually get away doing this. I'm gonna get both the armor, the drilling, or the adrenal glands are actually popping off here. I'm gonna get both of these. Sadly, I picked the wrong overlord to load these into, so I am gonna lose these a little bit faster. And we're once again kind of gonna be stuck in one of those super hard to win mech games here, right? Now, you can tell he definitely does not have a lot of workers at all. Like, if this is what his natural mineral line looks like, even though I haven't really touched it, that is not the most promising sign for him I have seen in this game so far. Oh, I guess I can actually just go forward with this. Guess I'll get the neurals going on over here. Let me make sure I get this tank before he actually target fires my units. There we go. I got the tank as well. Now I guess I'll kill this turret first. I mean, the neurals are actually just doing so much freaking work, right? My tank is going to kill that one. The Liberator is actually sick, by the way. Like, just so much freaking damage. Let me make sure to neural this as well. I can also neural the Vikings if he wants to land them, by the way. Like, I can actually just take those over. I'm gonna keep neuraling it. Like, this tank is doing so much freaking work. Look at this. My tank is actually popping up against his units. I can also neural. And now he has Thors. I'm just gonna take over his Thors. The Thors are gonna kill pretty much everything at this point. Here we go. I'm gonna re-siege this. The Thors are killing pretty much every unit, but it is very close. Dude, wait. Okay, that's actually hilarious. You guys realize what I just got owned by? You guys are gonna, if you guys are gonna know what I'm gonna say, I'm actually gonna be quite happy. GG is called, and we have beaten a Grandmaster Terran. I got owned by my opponent having the Thors in the noob mode. I always complain about the Thors in the noob mode because they do nothing. Look, these Thors are on the noob mode, so they're just busy doing absolutely 0 damage to the Vikings and the Liberator. Look at this. They're just doing 0 damage to the Liberator. These could have killed all the tanks, all the Vikings, all the Hellbats, and we win the game instantly. But because he had the Thors in the noob mode, they take 5 years to shoot at one landed Viking and not even kill one Liberator without killing anything else. So actually, that's actually pretty funny. I got owned because he had his Thors in the bad mode. But that's going to be it for today. A beautiful game to end it on. Definitely redemption are complete after that first freaking game, because that first game was absolutely disgusting. But we managed to do it, and that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys had a good time. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.